Welcome back to Mizzou Hockey TV. I'm your host for this week, Owen Backer. Join alongside me, forward Danny Rudman. Danny, how are we doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
We're doing a little outdoorsy episode today in front of the Mizzou column, so that should be fun for us. So, Danny, just kind of jumping in here, you split with Purdue. A dominant 8-2 win on the Friday, and then a 4-3 overtime loss on that Saturday. But overall, you guys looked a lot better. You were flying out there. So, from an SIUE series that kind of looked a little bit slower, what do you think changed for you guys from that first weekend series against the Cougars to this series against Purdue?
Honestly, it all has to do with us just kind of focusing up in practice. We had a little bit extra time to kind of get those systems down and get them in place. We didn't execute on those systems as well as we hoped on Friday and Saturday night. Obviously, we did all right on Friday, but Saturday definitely could have been better. But aside from that, I think it was just preparation and focus.
So the loss of Nick Spolik kind of created a hole in that first line. And that first line you were on with Aaron Hemmer and Andrew Knapp, you guys looked like you were flying out there. I think in the first period of the first game, you had a goal and an assist. Do you guys feel that chemistry building kind of? Do you feel like you have more of a connection and that you feel more comfortable on that first line now?
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, as time goes on, you kind of get to know the guys better. I've been playing with Aaron since I was in high school. We've been good buddies for a long time, so he kind of slid right in there. Obviously, Spoles is he's got big shoes to fill, but I think Aaron's the right guy for the job. And as a line, I think we did a great job of executing and getting scoring opportunities and just doing overall what we do.
Yeah, in that third period against Purdue on Saturday, you enter with a 3-2 lead and you end up losing 4-3 in overtime. What kind of did you see as the biggest issue, or what do you put that blame on, and what do you guys need to work on entering Oklahoma State?
That I think we just need to be careful about when we get complacent. We obviously won big on them Friday night, and then Saturday night there was just a lack of coming back and being ready to do the same thing the next night, and it showed on the scoreboard. And obviously that's one we'd like to have back, but you live and you learn. So,
somewhat of a positive note from that second game, goaltender Patrick Stiplikolski, he was playing his first game. You had Tanner Richardson starting game 1 and 2 versus SIUE, and then game 1 against Purdue. How do you kind of evaluate his performance, and how does it feel to have two solid goaltenders in net?
Pat played awesome on Saturday night. Obviously, it was his first game at the ACHA D2 level, or college hockey in general, and I think he hung right in there. He played a really, really good game, and at the end of the day, he needs more help from us, and it hurts to not get him a win, but he played really, really well, and there's a lot of positive to come out of that and our goalie situation as a whole.
Yes, that loss to Purdue, the first home loss for the Tigers at Washington Park since 2022. How important is it to try to get that back going into Oklahoma State? Kind of what is your mindset going into the series?
I think we want to win, and we want to win big. We can't come out flat after a loss like that to a program that's not in our division anymore. So we just need to come out and flatten Oklahoma State.
Yeah, and then this is your last home series before going on a bit of a trip to St. Louis for 3 games. So that'll be big for you guys. You're an O'Fallon kid. You're from St. Louis, a bit of a homecoming, but still, this is the last home game for a good while. How has the atmosphere been at the home crowd this year, especially compared to the very beginning of last year?
It's been good so far. We've had good crowds, and they've brought a lot of energy. But we still are trying to get those numbers up. So if you're in Jeff City looking for something to do on a Friday or Saturday night, see if you can grab some tickets and show up. It'll be a lot of fun. Aside from that, though, obviously the people of Jeff City have always been right behind us through everything, so we really, really appreciate that fan base a lot.
Yes, Friday 7:15, Saturday 7 o'clock. Be there or tune into the live stream.
Yep.
On a more personal note, how would you kind of evaluate your game this year, and what has improved from last year? What do you still need to work on, and what's your just general kind of overview of how you've played?
So far, we're through 4 games now, and I feel like I've had a good impact, but not quite where I need to be to benefit the club the most. But I'm trying to do my best job of leading by example. I'm an upperclassman now, and we picked up a lot of underclassmen, freshmen, and they need examples to follow, and I'm just trying to be kind of that guiding principal person.
Last question here. You mentioned being an upperclassman now. Obviously, you lose your captain, Nick Spolik, over the offseason. Eli Baumstark steps into that role. How has the dynamic of the leadership changed in the locker room? And, what are ways that you and other juniors and seniors have kind of tried to step up to fill that void?
Just a lot of talking and communication in the locker room, whether it be joking around or serious, just trying to build those connections between the younger guys and the older guys, and really trying to make it into the family that it has been for the past couple of years. And I think that's just our goal here, is to try and get as close as we possibly can and continue winning games.
All right, well, that'll do it for us. I'm Owen Backer. Join alongside me, Danny Rudman. Missouri plays Oklahoma State on Friday and Saturday this weekend. Make sure to follow Mizzou Hockey on all the social medias you see down below. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you next time.